this brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
First and 10, here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Locke. Flushed out right.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Chris Jones on the stop.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Block on the give. It's Lindsay.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be out right at the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. On the counter, Lindsey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Locke working out of the gun. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Flush to his right. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard gain.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he's got Rome. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 34 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Looking downfield for Kemp, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26.
That's good.
Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 49 yards. Forced out to his left. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Butker's kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Courtland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but now it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here's Hill on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. To the right side, it's Kelsey. The end result, 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes dancing to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 14, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
The handoff to Melvin Gordon.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsay, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now to the air, Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsay. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Broncos.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Buying time to his left. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Taken in the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And this is caught by Watkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run, Devontae Freeman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down at the 26. 8 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd and a couple. Mahomes caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Being chased out left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. This is the tight end Fant. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 2. At the
to throw again on 2nd down. Locke eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now he'll throw deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 41 yards. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Flushed out right. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, it's Williams. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
A loss of a yard.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman there to make the